longer this, they'll be calling you a radical, as long as this fucking czar imperialist fucking war goes on, the more it really confuses me in the last 20 years, 30 years in this world. Why can an aggressor attack someone and they're not allowed to attack back? The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate has attacked me viciously for just being an anti-nuclear activist over the last 30 years. But I'm not allowed to attack back. I want to ask, this is the question. I want somebody to explain this to me. They're receiving missiles inside the Ukraine. Why doesn't Ukraine start launching missiles on Moscow? They've got to be able to get with Germany, France, United States, all this military hardware. They've got to be able to receive missiles that can reach major cities in Russia. These one-sided fucking wars are the problem. The United States is really incredibly guilty of it. They attack Iraq when Iraq never attacked anyone here, yet the Iraq couldn't attack back here. We attack Afghanistan when Afghanistan was not allowed to attack, and nobody in Afghanistan ever did anything. So the Russians viciously, so they're being bogged down their tanks, so they're using missiles, cruise missiles, indiscretional mass murder, hitting apartment buildings now. Fuck, they hit a cancer fucking unit. You know what kind of cancer is in that fucking region? Chernobyl. I was in the bone marrow transplant center with a young woman from the Ukraine. We were in together. I've done so much work with FEMAN over the fucking years in Eastern Europe, in here, and I know the dynamic like no other. They strike a fucking cancer unit? So I wanted somebody to explain this to me. Why isn't it just simple, okay, we get it. We don't want to send the U.S. Air Force in there just to fucking annihilate Russia, which they would, the F-35, because we're afraid Putin's going to fucking launch a nuke. Okay. Well, so nukes off the table, which they should be. They shouldn't even exist. But he's indiscretion in launching fucking missiles. So why doesn't Ukraine point missiles at fucking Moscow, start blowing up their fucking people, and see how they fucking like it? Fuck, what? This is beyond. Do you realize the humanitarian crisis is fucking erupting? I'm going to go over there ASAP. I got an email today that we're working on it. I want to do my part. I will gladly, if anybody's got any connections, I will do whatever I can. I will help any way I can. My mate, my partner, she's from the Ukraine. She died of cancer at 38 years old. One-way fucking wars. It's like I've been fighting the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate for decades, and I'm not allowed to attack them. Not literally, not figuratively. I get in trouble on Joseph Grubel. Out in the street, in people's faces. You should see it when I show up to hearings or whatever. People fall. I have teams of fucking cops, undercover cops, fucking security. We call them white shirts. And I'm a fucking PhD on Balco on fucking. They follow me around. They sit on me. They intimidate me. You ask people that have been with me. I says, watch this. Yet they can attack me. They can intimidate, literally try to kill me. I've had guns in my face twice. Wound up fucking idiots. While I'm in critical condition. But I can't even fucking call them what they are. I get in trouble. I can't fight back. Well, I fought back against cancer. Real simple. They want to start bombing apartment buildings, which they have, and fucking hospitals. They had a fucking cancer unit today. When you're launching fucking cruise missiles from the sea, and you're launching these fucking long-range fucking missiles, they land indiscretionally. They don't know what they don't give a fuck. Fuck, can you imagine? We go from, 1 or 2 million, which is, I don't even know how Poland's handling it. I've been over there. This could escalate to fucking 10, 15 million, 20. Putin's leveling the country. This is World War III. That's what fucking Hitler did. The old fucking city, he leveled them. That's exactly, Putin is leveling the country. So I want to say this. Okay, Putin wants to do that. Why not? Do they not have missiles in Ukraine and from Ukraine soil? Launch them into fucking Moscow. These one-way wars. See how their fucking people like it. For the Ides of March are upon us. A little polonium to the fucking T. We know how it ends, fucking Tsar Putin. He gotta fucking go. This is beyond disturbing. I have a lot of connections in that part of the world. In Ukraine. You know, Femin, Annika, you know, fuck, I used to have a big following there. Before, well, that was what YouTube did. They kettled me because I'm an anti-nuclear activist. I'm a peace activist. Well, peace is off the fucking table, isn't it? You know, he who casts the first stone. I'm an Old Testament kind of fucking guy. You know, well, Putin fucking cast the first stone. And it doesn't matter if you agree with the old fucking imperialist way that that's part of Russia. No matter what the geopolitics of the situation are, the bottom line, what has evolved in the last 17 days is way beyond war crimes. It's so fine. Well, you know, Bush committed war crimes. Obama committed war crimes. Fucking Biden's done it. You know, droning kids, fucking on mistake. This whole fucking imperialist United States Russia fucking dynamic needs to end. Why the fuck? So they can indiscretionally fucking send missiles all over because their fucking tanks are getting fucking blown to fucking smithereens. But Ukraine can't. I want to ask some people, you know, in Russia or anybody, you know, of course, whoever. You've seen these footage of them hitting apartments or hitting hospitals. They're long-range missiles, which are just striking indiscretionally. What would happen if Ukraine started fucking launching missiles into fucking Moscow and hitting, or into St. Putingrad, Petrograd, fucking Leningrad? Fuck. I'll take Stalin over fucking this guy. I'll surely take that guy over him. Vladimir Lenin. Fucking Gorbachev. I met Gorbachev twice. We go from Reagan and Gorbachev to fucking Putin. Obama and Trump. I stood in front of the White House with my signs and nobody would listen to me. Play back the tape. That night of the election, the day before, there's lots of videos and pictures and interviews with me, and I got my Russian hat on and my 1916. The Russians have occupied the White House. This is before the election was ever called, and I got my Russian hat on. There's pictures, there's photographs, there's interviews, Putingrad, Trumpgrad. The Russians have fucking talk about a team of chariot fucking Russian Trojan horses. Obama, remember when Putin was gassing in Syria? I tell this story to nausea. I hope I have enough time. And, you know, wasn't Assad an eye doctor? I'm on the train from Vienna to Budapest, and there's a guy on there who's just blown to smithereens, and there's a human rights group trying to get him to Budapest to have eye surgery to save his eyes. And the woman tells me his whole family was killed in the basement. Fuck, they were hiding, and they missiled it was a drone. And I says, U.S.? And he looked right at me, and he said Russian in perfectly good English. And he's an eye doctor. I mean, the irony of it all. Remember that? Remember, you know, Kevin and I used to say I'm going to have a cup of coffee with Gaddafi, which I did. I had a cup of coffee with Gaddafi's niece at Idaho National Lab in Idaho Falls. And play back the tape, Your Honor. You know, they were, I mean, for real. I mean, you can't make it up. We killed Gaddafi, right? Obama did that, right? That Fukushima. And they were going after Assad. And then next thing you know, Putin comes in there and he was ruthless. And we did nothing. We did nothing. Then he marched through Crimea. Nothing. And then, of course, Trump, Joe Putin, Stein, Tsar.t. We banned Tsar.t, rightfully so. I've been interviewed by Tsar.t so many times. Do you ever know about Mikhail Lessin? Oh, I got some stories. Toss, remember when he was beat to death in DuPont Circle and remember the 5th of November? Oh, remember those videos with Kevin Blanche? Don't go, you know. That's me. That's me. You know. They steal my voice, Tsar.t. How come we're not bonding Fox News? Fox News is a foreign entity. Wanted by Jetstream, Tsar.t, they're cousins. Prince Harry's cousins. You know, it's old world order. There ain't no forgetting. Outlied Josie Wells. There ain't no forgetting. They don't forget. They never forget. Fucking Putin. What is this fucking Trump and Obama? Who? Hillary. When she came out and said, and I don't like Hillary one iota. I was against Hillary every bit, you know. But when she come out and said before the election, Jill Stein, you know, and I'm the first guy. I'm the guy that leaked her stock portfolio into the fucking internet. That's me. I'm the one that put fucking Hillary Clinton's emails out there on Fukushima. I knew Jill Stein was a fucking sham. You know, and she shows up with pictures of fucking Putin. General Flynn. How about Manafort? Manafort ran the campaign. He was the campaign manager of the Putin puppet that won in Ukraine. He goes to prison. Talk about a treason. How about Hunter Biden? I mean, fuck. All these Ukraine treasonous fuckheads. Fuck. And here my mate from fucking Ukraine, Annika, dies of cancer at 38. You know, I do that with the central line hand in my jugular vein. The little young woman from Ukraine, you know, Femen, that's me. When we organized that, killed by peace force, I'm the guy that organized all that. Did all that work with Femen. They're from the Ukraine. You know, God, it's amazing. The people from the Ukraine. It's incredible. Every time I go down a rabbit hole, I was just doing some Wilhelm Reich. He's from the Ukraine. So remember the 5th of November, Mikhail lesson? Don't go